Plaintiff Elizabeth Valdez says the defendant is her older brother, and he was always like a father figure to her. However, Elizabeth claims recently something has changed, and the defendant is not the same person he used to be. Elizabeth allowed the defendant to move into her home, but she's suing him today for unpaid rent. Defendant Angelo Valdez says he has always been there for Elizabeth, and he has no idea what she's talking about. Angelo admits that he lived with Elizabeth for 4 years, and when he moved out, he left his property behind, so he's countersuing.
Start with you.
Well, Your Honor, I'm here today because I'm concerned about my brother. Recently, he's been going through some issues and not being truthful about it, giving me the runaround about things. Just so you know, he's my older brother. I'm a middle child, and he's my older brother, and he's kind of always been a father figure growing up, a role model to us. And a couple of years ago, he started running into difficulties, and there's just been a change of character. We're not seeing the same responsible brother that we've seen, and I'm not sure what issues he's had. He needed a place to live. I took him in my home.
How long has he had these issues?
It started back in 2012, right around the
You
time.
haven't found out what his issues are?
Exactly. And this
You have not?
We have not. I'm still puzzled today as I was 5
You
years
didn't ask
ago.
him, you didn't find out before he moved into your house?
Your Honor, I absolutely asked him. He had a number of issues, which I totally believed at the time based on his past history. But over these 5 years, I've come to find that I don't know if it's not true or if there are other issues that he's hiding that I'm not aware of.
You want to give me some background?
I'm not completely aware of what issue she's talking about.
All right, me either. So we're together on that.
Elizabeth's my younger sister. She's always been there when I needed her, and I felt like I had in the past. Maybe more recently I haven't, but she's always helped me out of jams when I needed help. Got in an argument with the kid's mom.
How long have you lived with her?
Going on 4 years now.
Why did you have to come and live with her?
Didn't get along with the kid's mom. So rather than have a miserable house, take away the misery.
How about going and get your own place?
If I could afford to, I would.
Okay, so in 4 years you could not afford your own place?
No, I make sure my kids get paid first.
Okay. And how many children do you have?
2.
Okay. You can't afford both child support and your own place?
No.
Okay, well, you need to go on back and be miserable. You making her miserable. You got her in court. She got to come cross country or wherever
I'd rather
you're from.
kids that I suffer than my kids.
Right. So go on back and be miserable so that you don't have to cause her misery.
Oh.
Your children no doubt miss you. They would prefer
I see
you
them
live
every
there.
day, sir.
Pardon me?
I see them every day.
Okay, so move in then, so you don't have to lean on her.
If it was that simple, it would be taken care of.
Oh, she won't let you, your wife, or your ex?
No, it's ex. Yeah, she wasn't.
She
my
won't
wife.
let you back.
I think we both agree that it's better off that way.
I don't agree. I don't know her. You mean the both of you agree?
Yes.
You can't get her back.
I don't want to.
Well, you need to do something. Get out of her house.
Yeah.
Tell him you don't care where, you got to get out of here. That's what you're telling.
Your Honor, he has moved out after not paying me rent. Some of the issues.
How much were you charging him?
We had an agreement for $700 a month. So that's 2 months, so that's $1,400.
Yeah, you could afford your own place for $700, sir. Where you live now?
I'm just kind of living where I can.
Has your financial situation changed since the time you were paying?
Yes, my overtime has increased, so I'm doing a little bit better.
So it's gotten better?
Yes, sir.
But I guess my point is, at some point you were paying every month, right?
Yes.
And so what changed that you could no longer
overtime
pay
shrunk.
every month?
The overtime shrunk.
Okay, and now it's back.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me how he owes you this rent, and perhaps we can get it back today since his overtime is back. How does he owe you?
He's been paying late, and he's had issues with that. I've been trying to be more than patient.
All right, you agree you owe that, sir?
Yes and no.
What's the no part?
The no part is that we had an agreement that I would make a weekly payment to what I owed.
What do you owe?
The $1,400. But when the time came to just make that payment, Elizabeth said she wanted the whole thing, which I couldn't pay. So in essence, she said she didn't want to honor her our agreement.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have text messages that say otherwise, that he's willing to pay me the $1,600. There's a little more than what I'm suing for today, and he was waiting for a vacation check.
My vacation check to come.
And he gave me weeks and weeks of runaround.
Let's see it, please.
Here's all the
Your
evidence.
vacation
Thank you.
check here yet?
No, they didn't give it to me.
What other excuse? They have my vacation checks. All right. You're right. I was sure I would have had it yesterday. You were sure that you would have gotten your vacation check the day before, and you still haven't gotten it, even though you told her the day before. One of the bosses is messing with me, put it that way, trying to make me do things his way or quit. My vacation checks are cut. They just haven't given them to me. So they were cut at this point. It actually had it ready, but just hadn't given it to you. I'll give them all to you when I get them. It's like $1,600 and change. I have a meeting with them tomorrow. You on your way. You see what happened. Hold on, you went from having it that day to 3 days later. Good, I'll have the $1,600 this week. I think by Thursday. I could have it tomorrow. But I want to be on the safe side. I'll have it in my hand. I'll bring it to you the second I get off work. Oh, when are you getting sued? Do you understand why you're getting sued now, sir? What's your counterclaim for?
For property I have at the house, closed.
$500. She has prohibited you from getting it?
No, she hasn't, but I don't feel... I wasn't told I couldn't get it, but I don't feel comfortable just walking in
Why?
to get it.
Did you call and say, hey?
No, I didn't.
Why?
Because it's uncomfortable. I love my sister. I don't want any uncomfortable between us.
Can you write her a letter, a text, or contact her and say, I'd like my personal property, sister. I love you too much to talk to you on the phone, so I'd like my property. Go and get your property, sir. If she ever prohibits you, then you can come back and sue her. She has not prohibited you from getting your property. It's still there or not?
I actually brought it in today because...
Okay.
Because he wanted it. They explained that he was countersuing. He could have had it. I just wanted my money. Maybe I would have gave him a hard time.
It's here in the back
but I have
somewhere,
it here,
obviously.
absolutely in the back.
All right, we're going to grant you your property, and we're going to grant you your judgment. He says he's still waiting on the on his vacation check. In the meantime, he's going to pay you, and then he'll just be able to keep his vacation check.
Thank you so much.
$1,400 is your judgment. Have a good day.
Thank you. I just want to see the kids. Since you've been gone, I haven't seen the kids. We weren't invited to Papa's first communion. That hurt. That really hurt.
I didn't even know about it till the week before.
I just hope we could get past this.
I'm good. I love you. You know I love you to death.
I love you too.
Why do you give her a hug?